today's cup of coffee. I had wanted to do this for such a long time. And today is the day.
Today's the day.
Today is the day.
What's the day?
It is to cover a story from Weekly World News.
Oh, hell yeah.
The world's only reliable news.
Oh, hell yeah. Weekly World News.
Now, for
Weekly
those of
World
you
News,
who may not be familiar with the Weekly World News, I mean, I will we'll put the link to the article in the description box. I have been a huge fan of the Weekly World News for many, many years. And I meant to actually look to see when the Weekly World News started. It was one of those that at one time you could get that in the grocery checkout line next to the National Enquirer and whatever other garbage stuff that they had that they were selling.
You can get that in Food City, Food Country, Walmart, Costco.
The Weekly World News was better than all of them because you had things like the Bat Boy. He's my favorite.
Bat Boy!
And that he had had many adventures, including being invited to the White House, I think, at one point. Bigfoot. I married Bigfoot was one of the main stories at one part.
Or was it I married Bigfoot's cousin?
That was the second edition. It was always something incredible. Whoever was doing the artwork, it was great, such as the one that we're using as our scene today. It's just, it was crazy stuff. It was like comic books for adults.
Yeah.
But you still had to explain to some people, no, this is not real.
Yeah.
This is Weekly World News.
I mean, it was even, poked at in Men in Black.
Oh, yeah. The Men in Black was great. That was the only actual news. And in today's world, my God, it may be. Yeah.
We don't know. Is Weekly World News still a thing? Their website is up, I think.
Absolutely. That's where we're taking
but are
this
they
article
printing?
From. I don't know that they are in print anymore. I don't think they are. You can order from the website. You can order different swag. At some point, I will have a Bat Boy t-shirt. It will be mine.
Swag.avi.
I don't know, and I don't want to go off my story right now to find out what all things that they have, but I just needed to make sort of a disclaimer. Of course, I guess I need to make a disclaimer any of the sources that we use, because nobody knows what the hell is real and what is make-believe anymore.
But we got to know what is it.
Well, I'm getting to it. That was just the preface, okay?
Yeah. But we gotta know what it is.
This comes from April the 23rd of 2023 by Tap Vann, V-A-N-N. We don't know if that's a pseudonym or what.
It has to be a pseudonym.
Maybe. And this is How to Survive Any Disaster. Okay.
Love that.
And Vann has written, experts say you can survive any disaster from vicious dog attacks to falling comets by just keeping your wits. And that's probably true.
Yeah.
And he said, here are some helpful ideas on how to save your life in highly dangerous situations. First one, caught in quicksand. Because how many times have we gone out the door and we think we're just going to the Wall of Mart or the dollar store and boom, there's quicksand. You never know. It could happen.
I mean, some areas, they have marshes. There's quicksand in those marshes.
Their advice is run, but don't panic. And rapidly transferring weight from one foot to the other will keep you from sinking. If that fails, try to swim using breaststroke or backstroke. If that fails, scream and curse. Someone will hear you. What were you doing?
Help me!
Help me, you
son of a bitch! This thing is sucking me down like soup!
And the question is, what were you doing in quicksand anyhow?
I am soup for the soup.
All right, second situation.
Earth soup.
Vicious dog attack. And it says, smack the beast on the snout or slam your arm on the back of its jaws. Maybe give it a swift kick or two. If none of that works and you are not being torn to shreds yet, clutch the terror's back between your crossed legs and squeeze with all your might. Yes, that will anger the dog, but you need to get angry too. If that doesn't work, then maybe the dog attacking you has supernatural abilities or is a zombie dog who just won't quit.
How about you shove your fingers up its nose?
Yeah,
And pull.
There's things and martial arts training and stuff like that. It is a matter of not panicking on that. But one of the scenarios that we did at one point is a matter of going for the eyes, going for the throat. If you have your hand in the dog's mouth, you can to try to go further down. But that was just my sensei, so who knows? Others, martial arts schools may vary. Teachings on that.
I don't know.
Ben,
I did ballet. I did ballet, Mom.
Oh God. Well, I was on one side of that building, you were on the other.
What'd they get me? Malibu Barbie. Nah, that wasn't who I was. I was a ballerina. Graceful.
Jesus.
Delicate.
I tried.
Do you know where that's from?
No, not at all.
Adam's Family Values.
Okay, I don't remember that. I don't. I'm sorry.
We're gonna have to rewatch that.
Do you know how many things I have witnessed in my almost 58 years?
Actually, no, it wasn't
keep
Adam's
it
Family
all
Values.
in
That
your
is the
head.
second one. My bad. That is
Okay. You can't even remember the name of it.
Yeah, that is the first one. Yeah, I was right. That's the first one.
Anyhow, next one on the list. You can survive an alien abduction.
Aliens.
And those who have been kidnapped by ETs say the key word is cooperation. Accept the fact that they have the upper hand. Expect to be scared. Expect to be given an uncomfortable physical examination. Relax. Try to enjoy it.
Relax.
But the good news is that there have been very few deaths at the hands of aliens. Go along to get along. Eventually, they will release you.
My alien brethren. My brethren. I miss my alien friends. But enjoy it. Enjoy it.
This is Weekly World News. This is Weekly World News. It's a jag. A jag. It is a joke. It is satire. It is not, not to be taken seriously. Next on the list, pickpockets and purse snatchers. Keep your money in your two front pockets, never in your back pockets. Well, yeah, that is legit. That's legit.
Yeah, that's why I always keep my wallet in my front pocket.
Above all, always have mug money ready to go, either in a hidden spot in your wallet or in a small handbag tucked under your arm. If you have a purse or handbag, keep it tight under your arm and don't swing it at the perpetrator. Not a good idea. You may want to consider carrying two handbags, one for you and one for the purse snatcher.
I mean, that's...
Don't go out looking like a victim. Don't go places by yourself on this shit.
Dupe that purse snatcher.
Concealed carry is always an option, but you got to know how to use that.
Dolly Parton pulled a gun on someone one time.
Well, I don't blame her. I'm sure that probably,
I thought you would laugh at that.
No, she's from Tennessee. It doesn't surprise me at all. We've been to the area where she's from, and it's like, not that much different. A little bit change in the... she grew up in there.
It was her first
near
time
Sevierville. I think
it was her first time in New York.
Well, I'm sure that she got off the bus looking like she did. She's looking around like a tourist. When she opened her mouth, they heard the accent. That's all it took. That was Target.
She was with her friend or something.
Well, I'd say that they went up there very naively.
Yeah.
There are those of us that's like, no, I've seen what's going on up there on TV, and it's no, I ain't going. I'm staying down here in the mountains. Leave me be. Next on the list, falling comet fragments. It can happen. It has happened.
Watch out for random sky shits.
Several weeks back, didn't we have a story where the I think it was a meteor, fell through those people's house.
Yeah.
Tore up their truck and everything.
Fucking tore up all their shit.
I think that's God giving somebody a warning shot on that. But it says, due to current astronomy technology, you'll usually have plenty of warning about where falling comet fragments are expected to fall.
Now, who is going to pay attention to that? Who a normie is not going to pay attention to
There's
this shit.
people that, they don't pay attention to anything, honestly.
That's true.
And it's like, natural selection. That's where it comes in.
That's true.
Because of this, be sensible and get out of those dangerous areas. If you can't get out, look for a secure building with a strong foundation and try to get to the bottom floor. Well, that's feasible. Yeah. That really is feasible. Secondly, remember the chances of the comet pieces actually hitting you are very remote. But if you do see it coming right at you, take a moment to marvel at all its beauty before it obliterates you. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like those bomb drills back in the 50s.
Run before it hits your ass.
Hide under the desk, roll yourself into a little ball. I think it was just basically kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah,
you
pretty
were just
much.
in a position to do that.
Pretty much.
Next on the list, dying of thirst. How to survive. It says, if you find yourself without water, keep your movements to a minimum and try not to sweat. Self-control on the sweating there. That's what that means. Try to find something smooth to suck on, like a fruit pit or a pebble. This will trick your body into thinking it has more water than it does. However, your body will figure out that you have not given it water, and that won't go well. The best advice for when you don't have water is to go find water.
No shit. Oh! Go find water.
And last on the
go find water. You dumbass, go find water. You don't know how to go find water.
Last on the list, tornado or hurricane. It says, get inside the strongest available building. Keep away from glass windows. They may shatter and injure you. Keep a good supply of fresh water stored in case the local water supply becomes cut off or contaminated. Make sure you brought an axe or a chainsaw with you in case you are buried under rubble. If you don't have those things, make sure you have a satellite phone with you. If you don't have that, then make sure you scream loudly when you hear anyone or anything near you. And actually, that is pretty sound advice.
Now, if you're buried, how the fuck under rubble?
Well,
how are you going to swing an axe?
Well, that's or
fire up a chainsaw.
It's not to where you can't move. That's what they're not talking about. But as far as if you're in a building where you're not totally being crushed or something, that you could.
No, yeah.
And it's a matter of keeping an eye on local forecast. Ryan Hall on YouTube is a phenomenal weather forecaster. Mm-hmm. He's and a just top quality human being.
Yeah.
And we are in tornado season right now.
Yeah.
So do make plans. I'll jokes aside, make plans. Make sure that your family has some kind of a game plan going on that. Yeah. But that last one was legit.
Yeah.
So now
all I'm saying is yeah.
The Weekly World News has given you tips on how to survive, I'll put almost any disaster. I love
Almost.
Weekly World News. I truly. We had the reason that it had taken us so long to
They need to be in the stores again. They
Yeah.
need to. Why aren't they?
print because it costs money. It costs money. And then when you put it online and stuff like that, I actually have some copies that I had saved from years back. I think I had a box of them
I
someplace.
wonder if they got a TikTok.
I don't know. You could look.
I'll
You could
look right
look.
now.
But, I had a dream at one point. I would have loved to have been a writer for the Weekly World News because I could have done it and done it well.
You could have.
But the reason we have not covered a story by them previous to this was because there has been so much weird shit happening for real that I couldn't find any place to insert it. But it's one of those that everything, it's not that the weird has stopped or slowed, it's just very polarized right now. And I thought, okay, we've got room to, bob and weave and get this Weekly World News report in today.
There is a Weekly World News TikTok page.
Is there really?
But I don't know if it is official, even though it says official. That doesn't mean it's official.
Well, now they don't, as far as, they don't write that often. I think they've got maybe two articles a month, one or two. But it's just quality over quantity. I enjoy them.
I enjoy them a lot. I miss
truly
them.
enjoy them.
There was an alien that looked like he got his ass pinched. He really did. His face looked like he got his ass pinched. He looked like... Ooh.
There's been so many of them that are just great. It was between this one about the disasters and the other story that I was considering was New York Times reporter eaten alive by an 80-foot dinosaur. That could have been good too. Yes.
80-foot dinosaur.
Yes. Yes.
And that's supposed to be real?
Oh my God. We've gone through this from the beginning of this video. And that was always one of the things that I faced when I was in radio, and I would use the Weekly World News because I loved it then. Mm-hmm. And you would always have that one. I mean, no matter how preposterous it was, you would have that one call in and go, is that for real?
Always
yes.
That one. Seriously, there's always that one that's just dumb enough
to sit there and go, yes, they really did find the island that is harboring Elvis, Marilyn Monroe, and Jim Morrison. Yes. Mm-hmm. Final thoughts.
So next we doing the 80-foot dinosaur?
No, I've got other things. The other one that I had was it's a legit report as far as more UFO and the government and stuff, but it was lengthy, and I thought, oh man, it's been another hell week. So this is coming out on a Friday and going into the weekend, and I think everybody needs a brain ease, just an ease. Just a chance to breathe. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're doing. We're just to sit there and remind people it's okay to laugh at the absurdity that's going on around us.
Yes.
Yeah. And to give them some handy tips from Weekly World News.
Yes.
So, and that was your final thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Okay. If you've had experiences with the paranormal or supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you would like to share your favorite Weekly World News story, that would be wonderful. You can put that in the comment section, or you can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. And again, the link to the article and the Weekly World News website, and you can just go in there and browse, and you too can order you a Bat Boy t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah. description box. We got all kinds of good stuff in the description box.
Yeah.
Don't many people bother to read those. I don't know why, which means I can go through there and put general fuckery and nobody will know. And sometimes I do.
I guess. Sometimes. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all and have a good. Don't get eaten.
By dinosaurs or anything else.
Yeah, don't get eaten.
Try not to have an alien abduction. Give yourself a week or two. And
Don't get
prepare yourself
probed.
for that. Yeah.
I don't got an alien probe.
But know that you are loved. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cut. Bye.